Hey, what's going on, man? This is Cooper Heller, head coach of the Trilogy Method, and today I want to be sharing with you the No Bull 14-day guide on fat loss while building muscle for high achievers. Nowadays, there's so much fluff, there's so much baloney. This is a straightforward guide that you can use right now, and I want you to use this to lose fat and build muscle and optimize your well-being. So if you have a busy schedule and you're struggling to lose fat while at the same time building muscle, then this guide is perfect for you. Our unique approach ensures that you will achieve your fitness goals in only 4 to 5 hours per week. So this exact plan will help you lose 5 pounds of fat while building muscle in 14 days, guaranteed. So this is exactly what you need to do. So day one, personalized assessment and nutrition calculation. So the part one is your personalized assessment. The first step in any transformation is understanding not only where you're at, but where you need to begin. So step one is to take progress pictures of yourself. This may be scary if you're not used to it, but it's where you must begin. So go into the bathroom now, take off your shirt, and set a timer on your phone. Right? Just prop it up against the mirror or the wall, and go ahead and take assessment pictures of yourself. Take pictures of your front, your side, and your back. Step two is to get out a pen and paper or your notes app and ask and answer these 10 questions. Number one is the date. Two, what is my weight, height, and age? Three, what are my stress levels on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest? Number four, what is your daily average caloric intake, if you know it? If not, then what does a daily day of eating look like for you? Five, which major food groups do you consume regularly? Six, how many hours of physical activity do you engage per week? Seven, how satisfied are you with your current weight on a scale from 1 to 10? 10 being the highest, most satisfied. Rate your satisfaction with your current body fat percentage on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the most satisfied. Number nine, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your current levels of strength, muscle mass, and endurance? 10 being the most satisfied. And lastly, what are your specific health and fitness goals for the next 6 months? I want you to seriously take the time and write these down, because this is going to be the baseline for your transformation. Part two, the personalized nutrition calculations. So first things first, I want to start this off with a warning. If you are well below these values in the chart below, we advise that you spend some time working up to the recommendation and the recommended value of the maintenance calories. So this will give your body an adequate amount of fuel it needs to properly recover and feel its best. The truth is that if you're not eating enough in the first place and we bring down your food, it's only going to pretty much make your metabolism go down, right? To put it simply. And that has already occurred in your body. It's going to stunt fat loss. You're going to lose muscle mass. It's not going to be fun. So it does two main things. It makes you very prone to rapid weight gain, and it makes the simple process of losing fat way harder than it needs to be, and less fun. Because it can be a fun process and sustainable process. So this is why most people find themselves in the repeated pattern of lose some weight, gain it back, lose some weight, gain it back, give up, wait another year, restart, etc. Right? You're here because you want to break the cycle that you've put yourself in. Do things not just the right way, but the right way for you. In some cases, most especially for early trainees, staying at maintenance calories can yield both fat loss and muscle growth. You feeling your absolute best. If this is the case, then keep riding that wave. So go ahead and look at this chart below and see where you're at on this chart. I'm going to take a minute to pause here for a second. You take a screenshot of this if you like. This is very helpful for you to keep track of with your nutrition. So moving on, so creating the deficit. So before I go into this, I want to let you know that your body is not an equation. Its worth is not tied up in any number or even the scale. The scale is not your only indicator of progress, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach to dieting. You're going to get a very easy to understand, simplified framework to help you create a caloric deficit. Does it mean it's perfect calculation? Absolutely not. There's no such thing. It does give you a starting point, which you can always use and can adjust when necessary. This will be learned later in the guide. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me and ask me personally. So your action steps to find your caloric deficit. So step one is to choose your category. There are 3 categories. There's a sedentary and lifting 3 to 6 times per week. Right? This is if you work a desk job and you get little to no activity outside of lifting. You want to consider yourself sedentary, right? Not very active. The second one is active and lifting 3 to 6 times per week. If your lifestyle or job has you walking on your feet all day, consider yourself active to very active, right? You can use proper judgment and discernment there. So pick which of those 3 you are. Step 2 is to assign yourself a number. So depending on which category you selected for yourself, here's your assignment number. So if you picked sedentary, it's 14, active is 15, and very active is 16. So pick the number, and then what you want to do is you want to multiply. So take your current body weight and multiply your body weight by your selected number. And then what you want to do, step 4, is you want to take this number and subtract 500 calories from it to find your caloric deficit. This is the caloric deficit goal that you want to aim for each and every day for healthy fat loss. As an example, say that you're an active guy, so you pick the number 15. Your current weight is 180 pounds times 15. That equals 2,700 calories that you burn every single day, roughly. So you're going to subtract 500, and that is your caloric deficit for fat loss. A very simple math equation that you can use here to find your caloric deficit without using those calculators or any of those confusing things online. Because a lot of them contradict themselves, but this math is pretty straightforward. So here's how Charlie lost 50 pounds of fat in 5 months. So the transformation to the right is a result of 50 pounds lost over the course of only 5 months. On the left over here, Charlie had tried for months to lose the stubborn belly fat, but he was stuck in a plateau. It required us to eat in a reverse diet for a long duration of time, and this sped up Charlie's metabolism with the help of training. He was finally able to lose the fat and keep it off for good. So day 2, your diet adjustment. So once you have an idea of how many calories you need to intake, it's time to implement your calories and proper macros. To keep things extremely simple, for the next 2 weeks, we're only going to be tracking your caloric intake and your protein goal. So here are 4 steps to your diet adjustment. The first step is to download MyFitnessPal, which is an app on your phone, to make sure that you do reduce your caloric intake. Right? Just like in business and anything else in life, we've got to track our KPIs. The same goes for health and fitness. How do you know how many calories you're intaking if you're not tracking? That's what MyFitnessPal does. It allows you to track and stay on top of it. So set up MyFitnessPal and plug in your new caloric goal each and every day, right? Based on the math equation that we did together. And if you need help, go ahead and research how to set up MyFitnessPal if needed, or you can ask me if you have questions. The second step here is to set your protein goal. So go ahead and set your goal body weight in grams of protein on MyFitnessPal as a target to hit each day. Not your current body weight, because some of you guys maybe wanting to lose fat, you may be at 230 pounds or maybe 250. And that's just not doable starting out with a good protein goal. So if most guys are going to want to aim for about 180 grams of protein, it's about 200 per day. And a pro tip here, go ahead and break up your meals into 3 to 4 meals and 1 snack throughout the day to hit your protein goal. So as an example, 180 pounds, that's most guys' dream physique. So that'd be 180 grams of protein. So meal 1 would be 45 grams, meal 2, 45 grams, your snack would be 45 grams, and meal 3, dinner, 45 grams as well. So that is step 1 and 2. Step 3 is to stick to nutrient-dense foods. So start to introduce whole and nutrient-dense foods to eliminate processed options. A great rule of thumb is to stick to 80% of the time whole foods. This equates to roughly 2 cheat meals or processed meals throughout the week. And the last one, step 4, is go to the grocery store. Use this example grocery list down below of proteins, carbs, fats, fruits, and veggies, and pick 5 to 10 foods in each category to hit your new target goals. Go to the store and get these foods to eat over the next 2 weeks. And a pro tip here again, if you have the resources, look into local meal prep companies to save yourself hours each week, right? Hours of cooking, cleaning, etc. I do not like to cook. I can't stand it. So this is what I do. Hopefully my future wife loves to cook. This is what I love to do is I love to go to local meal prep companies. The meals are already made. The macros are in there, whole food based. It's amazing. So if you live in a big city, there are definitely tons of these companies everywhere. Check it out. So here's your grocery list of foods, and what you can do is you can screenshot this list to make sure that you don't miss anything and you have all the options that you want. So again, pick 5 to 10 options out of each category and stick to these for the next 2 weeks. So first things first with your protein. Chicken breast, turkey, salmon, eggs, right? Just go ahead and take a screenshot of this and you can pick which of these you like. Number 2 with carbs, right? Brown rice, sweet potato, oats, quinoa, right? Whole wheat bread. All of these different carbs are fantastic sources for energy. Lastly, fats out of the macronutrients, because there's 3. Avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil, coconut oil, etc. Dark chocolate's my personal favorite. 4th one's fruits. Pretty self-explanatory. And then the last one is veggies. So you guys can go ahead and pause this video on each category and pick 5 to 10 of the foods that you like. And again, use those for the next 2 weeks. So this same process is how Jack lost over 20 pounds of fat while building 10 pounds of muscle mass. So the transformation to the left is a result of nearly 25 pounds being lost while gaining strength and muscle mass. The left photo of Jack over here, he was unhappy, unconfident, and felt very lethargic. By focusing on body recomposition, muscle gain, and metabolic function, we made the transformation that you see possible over here on the right. Pretty insane. So not only did he lose fat, he built muscle, but his confidence skyrocketed, right? His energy level skyrocketed. It's amazing what not only the physique, but also the mindset shifts are made throughout the process. So day 3, implementing your exercise routine. So our workouts for the next 2 weeks will include 2 parts. Number 1 is resistance training. So an estimated time for the resistance training is about 45 minutes. So we need to start with full body resistance training, focusing on heavy compound exercises. Lifting is going to help you build muscle mass, aid in fat loss, and help speed up your metabolism all at the same time. It's our go-to throughout this process. The second aspect is LISS cardio, low intensity, steady state cardio. 30 minutes post-workout cardio session. Keep your heart rate around 120 to 140. Think of this as like a brisk walk. Right? An example of this will be incline treadmill, incline 8 to 13, in miles per hour, about 3 to 4. So use this exact training split. So we're going to be hitting it hard for the next 2 weeks. Again, our goal is to see results as quickly as possible to help with motivation and get your progress rolling. So you can do anything for 14 days. 5 days per week is slightly above average and totally achievable, especially with only 1 hour and 15 minutes per session. Remember that we don't have to stick with 5 days forever, but if you can only start with 3 days, then start with 3 days, right? You don't have to start with 5. It is recommended to get your progress there as quick as possible. If you're new to the gym, it's time to get out of your comfort zone. No one ever grew inside of their comfort zone. So start today. Start today. Don't put it off. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. In and out of the gym, intentional effort. Let's go. Very straightforward. So Monday through Sunday, this is the split. Monday is push. Tuesday is pull. Wednesday is legs. Thursday is a rest day. Friday is upper, Saturday is lower, and Sunday is a rest day. So 2 rest days throughout the week. Again, we're hitting it hard, right? Our goal is to make sure that you see results as quickly as possible. And that is what we promise. So the Trilogy Method step-by-step training regimen. Each of these movements are implemented in a strategic way. So starting with heavy compound movements, working on to more isolated and hypertrophy exercises, then finishing with less cardio is your recipe for fat loss and muscle growth. Usually, guys, just as an FYI, our personal training regimens are through our app. However, since this is a guide, please feel free to take screenshots or you can write them down in your notes, whatever you prefer. So Monday with the push workout, this is exactly what you do. The first exercise is barbell bench press. We always want to start off with heavy compound movements. So 3 sets of 6 reps. And guys, make sure that you are warmed up before each exercise. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just make sure that the blood flow is moving, you're well stretched, and you're ready to go. 5 to 10 minutes is completely efficient. The next heavy compound movement is incline bench press with the amount of sets and reps and rest periods afterwards. So the third exercise is a superset. So you want to perform both movements and then take your rest period after that. So the first movement is machine chest flies. The second one is chest dips. And then you want to rest for 1 minute. Pretty straightforward, guys. Should take you around 45 minutes. And then your cardio at the end of your workout. So go ahead and take screenshots of this so that you can save these. I'll pause it so you guys can take screenshots. And we'll keep moving on. So Tuesday for the pull workout, we want to start off with pull-ups, T-bar rows, and then again, leading into the superset, really isolating and building the muscle, and then finishing off with cardio as well. So I'm going to pause it once more, let you guys take screenshots. Awesome. And Wednesday, we have a brutal leg day. A lot of guys do not like leg day, but you do not want to be that guy. You need to make sure to hit this to your full capacity and really push yourself here. We start off with barbell squat, dumbbell lunges, hip thrusts, quad raises, hamstring curls, and the last one is a superset of calves. Finished off with 30 minutes of cardio. Again, guys, Thursday is a rest day, so take Thursday off completely. You may be a little sore. That's what we want. Friday is upper. So this is your chest and your back. So it's a mix of both. And this whole split in these workouts are designed for muscle growth and fat loss again. They're all strategically placed in a way that you will reach these goals as quick as possible. So go ahead and take screenshots of this. I want to make sure that you guys have time to take screenshots. I'm trying to go slow. Awesome. Then lastly, Saturday, same leg workout. We want to hit it hard, hit it strong, and use progressive overload with each workout. And that is each exercise and workout. So we got the reason behind the split. We have the split itself, and we have each exercise, set, reps, and rest period. So days 4 through 14, right? It's just progress tracking. So with your training, go ahead and use your notes app on your phone to keep track of your exercises, weight, and reps. And the second step with your nutrition, use MyFitnessPal, which is the app, to track your daily foods, caloric goals, and protein intake. And that's it. You just follow this process for 14 days, and you will see the results that we promise, right? We deliver on those. So the same process is how Richard lost over 25 pounds of fat and reversed his type 2 diabetes symptoms. It's amazing, guys. So in some cases, especially for early trainees or guys who have been out of the gym for a while, staying at a maintenance calories can both yield fat loss and muscle growth. Which leads to you feeling your absolute best. So this was the exact case in Richard's situation. Optimizing his health, wellness, and fitness was his top priority. So that's exactly what we did. So in some cases, a drastic caloric deficit is not needed. In a case like Richard, it's totally fine to actually increase and reverse diet up to maintenance to lose fat and build muscle in the process, which is pretty amazing. So day 14, what you want to do is you want to measure and reassess. So I want to congratulate you on making it through this process. Now let's reassess where you're at. I'm sure a lot of you guys are coming back and watching this around day 14. So step one is to go ahead and take progress pictures of yourself, right? The same step as before, right? Go into the bathroom, take off your shirt, set a timer, and prop up your phone. It's time to take assessment pictures and see your progress. Step two is to get out a pen and paper or your notes app and ask these 10 questions to yourself. I'm going to pause it here so you guys can take a screenshot of this. They're the same questions that we asked before, and we want to see where you're at compared to where you were. So reflection and adjustment. So go ahead and use the same notes app or the same piece of paper to journal and reflect on your progress and challenges. Celebrate your wins, right? Big and small, and plan for the next phase of your fitness journey because it doesn't stop here. It's a lifestyle. So ask yourself these questions. Can I sustain this regimen long term? What adjustments do I need so that I can keep this progress rolling? It made me feel blank after I finished this process. How did you feel? Now that I have some wins under my belt, what's next? Do I want to keep going or do I fall off? How did these changes positively impact my family, energy, career, confidence, and how I show up as a man? I want you to ask yourself these deep questions. Be vulnerable and really come from a place where you feel you were and where you're at now. Even though it's only 2 weeks, it's the start of this journey, right? Whether you've never been in the gym before or you're getting back on track, this is what is needed to get the progress rolling. So utilize these questions to see where you're at and what it is that you want for your vision. So as a bonus, here are some key daily habits moving forward. So keep these habits in the forefront of your mind, not only to optimize your mind and body, but also your career, energy, confidence, productivity, and relationships. So these 5 key habits. The first one is nutrition. Continue sticking to the planned caloric deficit, ensuring your high protein intake. The second one is hydration. Make sure to drink at least half a gallon to a gallon of water per day. Third one is sleep. Ensure 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep for recovery and muscle building. The fourth one is physical activity. Stay active outside, right? Aiming for at least 10K steps daily. And with stress management, especially as busy professionals, implementing stress relieving activities like meditation, breath work, or reading can make all the difference. So use these key daily habits to see amazing progress in all areas of your life. And some special notes and tips for entrepreneurs, CEOs, or busy professionals. These 4 tips will help you save so much time. The first one with time management, right? Schedule your workouts during non-peak business hours or breaks in the gym, right? Every gym is a little bit different. You could see what time your gym is the busiest, or you can even call and ask and avoid those specific times. Plan your day around it. The second one is meal prepping, right? Buying from local meal prep if possible. You want to prepare your meals in advance or opt in for healthy meal delivery services to save time. The third one is physical activity. Utilize standing desks or walking meetings to stay active and hit your step goal. And the fourth one, mental health. Remember that your physical health contributes to enhanced productivity and mental clarity, both of which are crucial for optimizing yourself as an entrepreneur, CEO, or busy professional. I am extremely happy to share this with you guys, and I seriously hope that you took the time to go through each of these things because there was tremendous value within this guide. And I really did take a lot of time, put a lot of effort into this. So I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. In the meantime, I hope that you're crushing it, and I'll talk with you soon.